How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Josiah Nusbaum Drums. It's my YouTube channel, as you know, because you're here. Anyway, some of you might have noticed over the past couple of weeks, but in a recent development, I am no longer a Revelation Drums artist. I'm not going to get into the whole why that happened or anything. But we've severed our ties from each other, and I have moved on to purchase a new set of toys. And that's what I've got here today. So what we're going to do with this video is we're going to go ahead and we're going to unbox this stuff. It's a surprise. As you can see, we've got it's a little hodgepodge of brands, but it's a surprise as to what I actually have. You guys will find out soon. But I've also got an order from Sweetwater back here, which is mainly cases and some drum heads and stuff. So yeah, we'll go through that whole process together, and let's have some fun. Alright, I think we'll start with this one. So, I actually got this kit on reverb.com. It's a really great site if you don't know. It's a really great site for musicians to buy stuff from either other musicians or music stores or whatever. This one in particular came from a store in Charleston, West Virginia. And yeah, I saw this kit on Reverb and really just fell in love with it. The sizes are pretty large, which excites me because big drums are loud, and as we all know, I kind of like playing drums loudly. Alright, so here is the first drum. This is the floor tom. I believe this is the 16 by 16 floor tom. We've got the legs right here. This kit was used, he said it was used on one recording or something, so the heads are worn a little bit. Plus they're the stock heads, so I'm going to be changing those out real quick. Alright, let's see it. Oh, wow. Wow. Alright, so this is my first floor tom on my new drum kit. It is a Ludwig Club Date Pro. Just look at that finish. That's gorgeous. Yeah, I like this a lot. So the Ludwig Club Date Pro, that just means that there's 2 different types of wood in 3 different layers. So it's, 3 different layers. So it's 2-ply maple on the outside, and then 3-ply of poplar in the middle, and then the inside layer is 2 more of maple. Yeah, so there is the first floor tom, and I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse this next part, just because I'm just gonna be unboxing drums, so I can talk about them once they. I have another surprise that came in. Just put it there. Alright, so, like I said, now I'm going to time-lapse this next part, because I'm just going to open them one by one. Once I get them out of the box, I can tell you guys about them. So, that's what we'll go with. Here's the kick drum. This is the big boy. It's a little bit on the it's actually a lot shallower than I'm used to using. As you can see, it is a 24 by 14. So this joker is 24 inches in diameter. And that's awesome because I really like really punchy kicks. And from what I've researched, heard, studied, experienced, a bigger, more shallow kick will give you much more of like a cannon effect than just a normal kick. Or, you know, the shallower the kick is, the more punch it'll have. So that's really exciting because this one is pretty shallow and 24 inches. That's a big one. I mean, look at the size of that. I'm really excited about that. And as you can see, it doesn't have a porthole. We'll be cutting that a little bit later. I'm excited about that too. Alright, so here we have the rack tom, which is, this is a 13 by 9 inch rack tom. I absolutely adore this finish. This is the blue, I don't think I've said this yet. This is the blue strata finish. And I mean, blue's my favorite color, so obviously. But my gosh, that's gorgeous. I am so excited about this drum set. Alright, time for the last tom, and then we'll find out what's in these boxes. Some of them you can kind of see the logo, but whatever. Straight out of the box, I already know. I think this is gonna be my favorite drum of these 4 that I've got right here. This is an 18 by 16. So it's 18 inches in diameter, 16 inches deep. And as you can see, it's a floor tom with the legs, but this thing's gonna bring some thunder, and it's gonna be amazing. And I can't wait to get my new heads on it and check it all out, because man, this thing is beautiful. Alright, now it's time for the Sweetwater order. And if you guys haven't heard of Sweetwater, they are my favorite, at least, and a lot of people's favorites, if we're being honest. Place to get new musical stuff, instruments, everything. The guys over there, they're in Indiana. They're absolutely amazing. They know what they're talking about. They are, yeah, they're just great people. Special shout out to my Sweetwater rep, Nate Burkhart. He got me a great deal on all this stuff, and it's going to change the way that I sound, at least, in these drum videos that I put out in a huge way, and I'm really excited about that. Alright, so, for cases, I used to use SKB with my old kit, but Humes & Berg makes really good drum cases, number one. Number two, it was the only 14-inch, only 24 by 14 kick drum case that I could get, without it being back-ordered. And one of the cases was back-ordered for the 18 by 16 floor tom, but that's not a big deal right now, because considering we're in the middle of a nationwide pandemic, right now I'm recording this May 30th? Yeah, It's May 30th, so considering we're in the middle of a nationwide pandemic, I'm not really concerned about cases at the moment because I don't have anywhere to take the drums. But once we can go places and have church again, I will be taking my drums places. So, yeah. So here is my kick drum case. I love how Humes and Berg, like, they go all out with their straps and protection and stuff. So here's the kick drum case, obviously. Here's the case for the 14x16. Inside the kick drum case. And then inside that is the 13x9 case. And then inside that, it was a package deal, so they threw in a stick bag as well, which is always good because, you know, it's always good to have an extra carrier for drumsticks just in case you need to have one. Alright, so this is the Humes & Berg Enduro Pro series cases. They're just really good drum cases, guys. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and clip this for now. This all came together because it was in a package. So some of their cases are sold in package form like this one. Yeah, just so you can get a better deal. Alright. Time for the next box. This next box is for a drum that I opened or unboxed last week. So this is for my snare drum. I'm crazy excited about this one. And you'll see why in a minute. Oh. Alright, so this one's kind of cool. This is the Enduro Pro snare case. Basically, the other cases are all in just flat black. The snare case, for some reason, I don't understand this, but whatever. It was cheaper to get it. It was like $4 cheaper to get it in a sparkle black. Also, it looks kind of cool, so there's that. It kind of makes it stick out from the rest of the drums, which is cool, because if you're a drummer, you would know, you know as well as I do, that sometimes if we're playing at, you know, a venue that already has a drum kit, if it's a backline kit or whatever, you can't bring your full kit, but you can bring your snare. So there will be times that I just take my snare places, so that's what this will be for. So this will be for the snare drum that I opened last week from Vertical Drum Company. So I'm really excited about that. Alright. Let's see what's in this next box. I believe this next box is what's really going to change up my sound on these covers. Alright, so got my Sweetwater decal. Thank you note from Sweetwater. It's one of the best parts of ordering from Sweetwater. Not really. The people that work with Sweetwater are the best parts is the best part of Sweetwater. But they throw in a bag of candy in every order. It's at least one with every order. And that's just awesome that they do that. And I mean, Tootsie Rolls, Smarties, Fireballs, bit of honey. You know, it's good candy. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Here we have, as you know, I'm an Evans guy, so the Ludwigs all came with Remos. So I got heads to put on, and we're going to do that in a little bit. And I'll just talk about the heads that I use in a little bit. I talked about them in an earlier video, but it never hurts to talk about drum heads because I love drum heads. So we have a porthole and a porthole cutter. I've never used these before, so this could be interesting a little bit later. Alright, now let's see what we got in here. Alright, so we have an Evans EQ bass drum pad. You go inside the kick so it doesn't ring too much. Here we go. Alright, so this is what's going to absolutely change how my drums sound. Basically, when I first started doing drum covers, it's been almost 3.5 years ago, something like that. I just bought a cheap Audix Fusion drum set session pack. I don't even remember what it was called. And they worked well, but I've been looking to upgrade a little bit in the microphone department, so that's what I did. So what I have is I've already been using the AKG C214s for my overheads. I've been using those for about 1.5 years now, I think. So what I have is for my kick drum, I have my Audix D6, which is just a classic kick drum mic. So much attack, and yeah, I can't wait to use this one because yeah, it's gonna sound really good. So there's that mic. So there's the kick. For racks and snare, I have the Shure Beta 98 amp C's, which is, this is what they look like. Nice little XLR jack there, and you just clip them onto the drums, stick it in there, and then you can bend this anywhere you need it to go, so it can point at your drums the best way you need it to get the sound you're looking for. So those are going to sound absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait. My first cover with these will be released in the next few weeks. Should be, when? 3rd week in June, I believe? Yes, 3rd week in June. On the Wednesday at 9 a.m., as I've been doing for the past couple of years. So yeah, I got the Beta 98 in a 3-pack, and then I had to get one more because I got 3 toms and a snare. So I believe that's all in that pack. Yes, sir. Alright. Now for the last box from Sweetwater. Then I have one more box to open, but that one, I can explain that one in a minute. Ooh, more candy. Alright, so let's see, we've got it's the resonant head for the 18-inch tom. Boy, that boy's gonna thunder. My favorite. So this is my EMAD heavyweight for my kick drum. The Evans EMAD, I will fight anyone who doesn't agree that that's the best kick drum head on the market. I adore that kick drum head. Only downside is I kick pretty hard. You guys know that. I kick pretty hard, so I would tend to go through the regular EMAD. So the EMAD heavyweight is perfect. I love that head. Alright, I have one more box. Alright, so as I mentioned, we're in the middle of this nationwide pandemic, and something I didn't think about when I was making all of my orders was the fact that Evans / Diodario, they're the same company. Diodario makes Evans equipment. But anyway, they pledged a while ago, I don't remember when exactly, but like early on in this pandemic, that they were going to stop producing drum heads and everything else they make, so they could focus their manufacturing on face shields for healthcare workers and first responders and people who need them. So I actually had to do some searching because it is not easy to find an 18-inch Evans UV2 when they haven't been making drum shields for a couple months. So yeah, I had to go, I don't remember, it was drumsforless.com or something along those lines, to get my 18-inch and my 13-inch UV2. So that's what was in this. Alright, so the next step is going to be to take the kick head off of this Ludwig, the kick drum. Take the front head off, and we'll cut the porthole. So this will be an adventure because I've never done this before. So I'll see y'all in a minute, and we'll have an adventure. Alright, so now that we've taken the kick drum head off of the front head off of the kick drum, we're going to go ahead and cut our porthole so that we can, just so that I can get the microphone, that Audix D6, you want it to be as close to the beater as it can be when you're miking your kick drum. So, in order to do that, alright, now that we've gotten the front head off of this bass drum, we're going to go ahead and cut a porthole in the head, and so that way you have a porthole and can use a microphone better, the way that I, at least as a drummer, like to have my microphone used. So what we're going to do is use this bass drum O cutter. It's called bass drum O's. So what you do is there's a little, like, pointy, basically a thumbtack right there, and this wheel has a blade on it. So the thumbtack, I have it at 5 inches because I have a 5-inch porthole circle reinforcer thing. Yeah, technical terms, fun stuff. Anyway, so what you do is you don't want to cut this extra reinforcement on the edge of the drum. So you want to be a little bit beyond that. So I'm going to set my blade a little bit beyond that. And I almost cut it on the wrong side of the drum. It's going to be over here. So I think we'll go right around there. So what you want to do is push in to the thumbtack. That didn't actually take. There we go. And then that'll just hold the circle in place. cut out my circle. And that did not go all the way through. Like I said, I've never done this before, so this was bound to be interesting, right? Let's go this way. I've just always had front heads with the holes already cut. But the only way to do that was to get a new sticker decal, because I wanted the front of my drums to say Ludwig. Make sure I'm still in the... Almost there. Ooh. That was not the cleanest circle. Let's see how this works. Alright. So then we've got our bass drum, or the reinforcement circle. What I'm going to do there is just take it out. Looks like there's a seal, so I'm going to make sure it fits, which it does, just like that. Alright, so what we're going to do is flip it over. Alright, so there is a sticker here on the inside. And you gotta take the sticker off. Push that in. That's good on that side. Press it down a little bit just to make sure there's a good seal. And there is. And then there's another side to it. You want to take that off. And just fit it over. Squeeze it just to make sure that there's a good seal all the way around. I believe there is. Alright, and there we go. We got our porthole cut for our kick drum. It's in a good place to have that, and yeah, we're ready to go. Thanks again for watching this this setup and unboxing video. It really means a lot. Just that you've taken your time out of your busy day, or not too busy day if you all are still stuck at home during this pandemic. But anyway, thanks for taking your time out of your day to watch me unbox this beautiful new drum set, tune everything up, have my first experience cutting a porthole for a kick drum, and yeah, it just means a lot that you guys would take this time out of your day to just watch me do this. As you can see, this kit is set up. It is looking absolutely beautiful. I have a lot of trash to throw away, old heads and stuff. I'm gonna finish getting this thing wired up so I can start recording some stuff, and you will be able to hear this full kit in all of its glory. Should be the third Wednesday in June with the first cover that I'm recording on this drum set. Here's a little hint. It's a song by Mr. Corey Asbury, but he has not released it yet. It came out with Bethel, but the song's ridiculous. So put your guess in the comments below about what song it might be, and we'll see who's right. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day, everybody. See ya.